Using an apologetic video message to track the young woman's last known location, Clover Paul travels to remote Glore Valley, Pennsylvania, to search for her missing sister Melanie, who vanished shortly after their mother's tragic death. Clover is joined by her ex-boyfriend Max, their psychic-sensitive friend Megan, their other friend Nina, and Nina's new boyfriend Abe. Clover discusses a wave of missing persons in the area with a bearded man behind the register at a roadside store. From the man's information, Clover directs her friends through a mysterious rainstorm that leads them to a lone house converted into a welcome center in an otherwise empty clearing. Among other oddities in the house, the friends notice a desk calendar for 1998, an hourglass on the wall, and homemade graves outside. Abe finds a bulletin board full of missing persons flyers, including one for Clover's sister Melanie. Nina also notices Melanie's name repeatedly written with an increasingly sloppy signature in a guest registry. Strange events occur as the hourglass sands begin falling. A blade-wielding psycho in a clown mask suddenly cuts Abe in half, then kills Nina before chasing and murdering Max, Megan, and finally Clover. The hourglass on the wall spins 180 degrees to reset. Clover, Max, Megan, Nina, and Abe inexplicably return to life shortly after their arrival, but with memories of their recent deaths. Everyone's pictures now appear on the missing persons bulletin board. Entering an entranced state, Megan points at individual flyers while speaking in the voices of various victims. Megan immediately falls dead when her neck suddenly snaps. An unseen force violently pulls Clover into a dilapidated house that materializes outside. Inside the other house, Clover finds an old witch watching a TV news report about a mine collapse. The witch warns Clover that the only way out is to survive the night or become part of it. Placing her respirator on Clover's face, the witch crumbles into dust as Clover becomes possessed. Abe and Nina try driving away in Abe's car, but they're stopped by a massive monster. The psycho then kills them. Max searches creepy rooms in the witch's house for Clover. Wearing a mask similar to the psycho's, Clover kills Max in her possessed state. Afterward, Clover strides outside where she is struck down by the psycho driving Abe's vehicle. When time resets a second time, the five friends notice they are gradually transforming. Clover tells the others about the witch's warning, leading everyone to conclude they can end their supernatural ordeal if they can make it until dawn without dying. Otherwise, they may continue mutating. After drinking discolored tap water, Abe repeatedly coughs until he spontaneously combusts. Nina, Megan, and Max subsequently explode too. The bearded man from the roadside store enters to confront Clover. The man tells Clover she almost made it right before she suddenly combusts. Time resets again. In searching the house for clues, Clover finds medical credentials identifying the bearded man as Dr. Alan J. Hill, the chief psychiatrist at Glore Valley Sanatorium. A newspaper reveals that when a local mining disaster resulted in over 1,100 deaths 20 years ago, Dr. Hill was brought in to work with traumatized survivors. The rest of the town fell into the earth, which is why the Welcome Center is the only structure still above ground. A videotape shows one of Dr. Hill's patients transforming into a Wendigo, a creature representing extreme hunger. Over a radio, Dr. Hill tells the friends that 4 of them can leave, but 1 of them must die. He also claims he is with Clover's sister Melanie. From a map, Clover pinpoints Dr. Hill's location as the sanatorium, which is now underground, but can be reached via subterranean tunnels. Clover sets off alone into the woods to look for Dr. Hill and Melanie. Upset at his boorish behavior and knowing they will resurrect anyway, Nina swings a pickaxe into Abe. The couple has a personal conversation while Abe lies dying on the floor. When the psycho enters, Nina tells him to kill Abe first, which he does. The psycho then kills Nina. Max and Megan go after Clover. In the woods, a Wendigo attacks Megan and drags her away. Max finds Clover caught in an animal trap. Max pulls Clover free, just as they are attacked by Megan, who is now fully transformed into a Wendigo. Believing they can ultimately survive after dying again, Clover convinces Max to cut her throat. He then moves to confront Megan, but his body suddenly explodes. After time resets again, Clover, Max, Nina, and Abe find themselves back in the house, but without Megan. From the guest registry of repeated signatures, the four friends conclude no one has ever survived past 13 nights, and they are now on their final night. Vowing to save her sister and kill Dr. Hill, Clover ventures into an underground tunnel leading toward the sanatorium. Max, Nina, and Abe fight off Wendigos and the psycho so Clover can continue ahead. Clover finally finds Melanie, but discovers she has been transformed into a Wendigo. Following a fight, Clover reluctantly tackles her sister into a jutting blade that kills her. Meanwhile, the other three friends kill the psycho by smashing his head with a sledgehammer. Clover finds Megan locked inside a padded cell in the sanatorium with a Wendigo poised to attack. Looking for a way to free her friend, Clover enters an office where she confronts Dr. Hill. Dr. Hill calls Clover an intriguing patient. He then identifies the psycho as another patient, Joshua Washington. Dr. Hill further explains that he has been studying fear, and Glore Valley's tragedy made it a unique paranormal hotspot for manifesting terrors in different forms, like the Wendigo, witch, and psycho. To make the place truly effective, however, someone always has to die permanently. Clover reveals she drugged Dr. Hill's coffee with poisoned water without him noticing. Dr. Hill suddenly explodes. Using Dr. Hill's keys, Clover frees Megan. The two of them escape a Wendigo attack and crawl up through the homemade graves to return to the surface, where they rejoin Max, Nina, and Abe just as the sands run out in the hourglass. The monsters retreat as dawn breaks. The storm overhead clears. Having survived the night, all five friends drive off in Abe's vehicle.